Hello, this is Ebonygeek. You're always welcome to join me in expanding your knowledge base. Comments are always welcome, and please subscribe.
So let's go to the Eclipse. That's the point of us even being here. Another thing with doing the dashboard thing in the gedit code is that if you have a problem in your Eclipse with your top menu not showing, then you do have to run that code, okay, because that will solve that issue. In any case, let's go ahead and X off of this welcome screen. It's good to know that we're on cue, but we don't need this, so let's X off of it. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna configure this. So let's go ahead and go up to our top ribbon. Let's click on Window. Let's click on Preferences. Okay, let's expand General. Click on Workspace. You'll see it says Save Automatically Before Build. Check that. Okay, then unexpand General. Now for C++, let's expand it. Let's click on File Types. Okay, do not skip this step. This step is very, very important. You should be able to see it, I believe. We want to click on New to explain the sketches. When you save this sketch, this sketch is going to save as a .ino. That's the type for Arduino. And so when it's saved to a .ino, that's saying to Eclipse, well, what is it? And Eclipse is saying, I don't know. Well, what we're doing now is we're letting Eclipse know that .ino and .pde is to be recognized as C source files, meaning .cpp files or that type of thing. So that Eclipse understands that, well, I work with these files. And so that's what we're doing right now. So, or that's the way I understand it. It may not be the way it is, and if somebody else have a different explanation for it, please let me know. What I did was I typed in .ino right there, and I highlighted it and copied it because we're going to need it again. And in this drop down box, we're going to choose C source file and OK. We're going to choose New again. We're going to paste it into Pattern. We're going to choose next from the drop down box C++ source file and OK. We're going to choose New again. We're going to paste .ino into the pattern. We're going to delete .ino and we're going to type PDE. We're going to choose from source file, C source file, and OK. And then we're going to choose New again. And I really should have copied that, but I didn't. So we're just going to delete .ino again and then type PDE again. And then we're going to choose C++ source file and OK. And we're going to scroll down, and there's our .ino file and our .pde files, and there's C source files and C++ source files. They're user defined. That's what we need. We're done. OK. Okay. Now we're going to go back up to our menu and we're going to click on Help. What we want from Help is to install new software. We will come to this window, and what we want to do is click on Add. We're going to start with our first plugin. We're just going to copy the link. We're going to delete everything in location out of there. Whenever it should decide to, we're going to paste our link in there. and we're going to copy the name we gave it, and we're going to paste that in our name here, and OK. And more than likely it loaded here. You can't, let's see, let's bring it down a little bit. Okay, you can see it more when we give it more space. I'm just going to select all. We have to select it. Let's go next. Okay, and I'm sure that you guys saw the warning that was going on. It says something like computer something, doing an alternative something or another. Okay, that's fine. As long as we got to the next screen. And it's telling us what will be installed. So let's go next. It's calculating requirements and dependencies. So we're doing fine. Okay, on this one you want to highlight the Arduino Eclipse extension and next. We want to say I accept the terms of this license agreement. Ticket, finish. And as you can see, it's installing. It may take a minute. If you should see this dialog box, don't panic. This is just a security warning that everybody gets. Is your computer's not gonna blow up. Just go ahead and do OK, because it's just one of those things. So just click OK. I would be more worried if you didn't get the warning, because that would mean that something's going on with your system that's not going on with anybody else's. Okay, and we get the message you will need to restart Eclipse for the changes to take place. I'm sorry, to take effect. I gotta stop reading stuff that's not there. Would you like to restart now? And we would say yes. What's gonna happen is Eclipse is gonna start all over again, which means that we're gonna go through this first splash screen. Okay, and here's our workspace launcher, and it actually does have what I chose for my workspace here. Let's go ahead and click on OK. Okay, and that's the status bar that comes up to let you know how far along it is in loading Eclipse. Okay, and here we are with our first C++ screen after we did the first update, and it's loading now. As you can see, it is right now at 28%, and it popped up to 57%. So we're just waiting for it to finish loading, because this top menu is wrong, but we're gonna take care of that. It's only halfway done. You see, the way it works is that we installed the first update, and if you think about it like this, whenever you get your computer, you install an update when they tell you it needs to be installed to update. Then a little bit later, maybe your computer is not quite up to par, like this wrong thing right here. So then you get another update, you install it, and then maybe it's working right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try the same thing. So let's click on help and install new software. And this time, going down to our links, we're gonna go for V2. Now that we have V1 in there, now let's go ahead and get it all the way updated. There's a reason why I did it in this order. And let's go ahead and get the name. Okay. So taking particular interest to what's going on now, and once you go ahead and add it and you click it, go ahead and choose group items by category and then check it, or actually just do select all and next. Saying calculating requirements and dependencies. Okay, so this is the message that I was looking for. It's saying your original request has been modified. Arduino Eclipse extension is already installed, so an update will be performed instead. That's what we're looking for. So go ahead and select it and next. We want to accept the terms and license agreement and finish. And it's installing the rest of the updates. You get the security warning. You're gonna go okay, and it's installing some more. Okay, and it's probably gonna take another minute. Actually, it won't. Go ahead and do yes when it says you will need to restart Eclipse. It's restarting Eclipse, so you should see the splash screen, which it did. Okay, and of course it's gonna bring you to this next workspace launcher, which we've seen before. So let's go ahead and click on OK and wait for the next splash screen to get done. Okay, and we are probably almost done at this point. And yes, we are, because our window just popped up. As you can see, our AVR is now going. There was there. As you can see, our buttons are now there. They look suspiciously the same as these buttons that's right here, wouldn't you say? So we're on the right track. Let's go ahead and add our AVR. So when we did our last update, it actually gave us what we needed as far as Arduino, but now we do not have the AVR. Let's go ahead and get that AVR done. Then we'll be done with all the installs and all the plugins. So go ahead and click on Help on your top menu and install new software. Okay. On this screen, we're going to click Add again. We're going to select our link for Eclipse Arduino AVR. We're going to copy it. We're going to get rid of what's already in the location box, and we're going to paste our link in there. And I'm just going to copy my little label I made for it. I'm going to paste it here. Now we have everything. I'm going to click on OK. Okay, and it has AVR Eclipse plugin. I'm just going to select all and next. In this screen, we're going to go ahead and highlight AVR Eclipse plugin. There are some details for you if you want to read up on it. I'm going to click next. We want to accept the terms of the license agreement, so go ahead and check it. And I'm going to click finish. Then we're going to have to go through this again. Of course, the security warning, and we're going to say okay, we're fine with that. It says you'll need to restart Eclipse, and let's go yes. And again, let's see here, we're restarting in. We're gonna get the first splash screen. Okay, and now we're at the workspace launcher, and this is exactly what I set it up to be, so we're gonna click OK. Our next splash screen is gonna come up, this one with the status or progress bar at the bottom. Okay, and that should be all of what we need to actually have installed in here. And as you can see, we got to still let it finish. So okay, and even at 28%, as you can see in the bottom here, we are actually done with installing everything. So
I am Ebony Geek, and I hope that the information provided has been helpful to you. Please remember to subscribe. Happy building and happy coding.